Okay, so welcome everybody. I don't think anybody's in the meeting. Let's see, we check. Nope. Okay, I'm a little behind today. Just having a lot of things happen. That's all right. It's a rainy, dreary day in Texas, so it's kind of it's that. But today is a Learn to Code Tuesday. Welcome everybody. Again, I don't think we have anybody on Zoom yet, but that's okay. People are still trying to file in, and my emails are being a little weird today, so I just bear with me. It's been a very weird week at Techopolis, and I am still trying to get everything sorted out. I um I have a lot to do, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna talk about some stuff. I have actually some tips for y'all this morning. I recently experienced a site migration for one of our web apps. So I actually want to first start out by talking about that. Um, okay, so the registrant email just went out. So if you're a registrant, you should have got an email. So yeah, I'm a little behind. Okay, so um, yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm excited. So today we're going to talk about how to deploy your web apps. That's one of the first things I want to talk about because I had this question earlier this week, and a lot of people responded, and I'm very excited about that. So let's see. All right. So everybody should be getting their. There we go. So let me go ahead and I'm going to look at YouTube chat. Um. Oh, welcome. Whoever just joined me. Welcome. We have a new participant. Like I said, I'm running behind today, so I was trying to send out the emails at 8 a.m. That never happened. So anyway, gotta love when automation does not work. Um, Everybody's starting to pile in now, which is great. So give me a second, YouTube, while I get everybody in Zoom situated. But yeah, welcome everybody to Learn to Code Tuesdays. I'm Taylor, and today we're going to be talking about code. Well, that's pretty obvious, right? But I actually have some tips for y'all this week. I recently, like I was saying on YouTube a minute ago, experienced a web app migration. So I'll be talking about that along with many other things. So yeah, welcome to everybody who just joined. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the waiting room because I am the only one that's hosting and trying to keep track of the waiting room and everything else. Might be a little crazy, so I suspect, all right, well, let me say this. I hope that people who are joining are not going to be spammers, because if they are, well, they're going to have a free reign. But let's not encourage bad behavior. So, welcome everybody. I'm going to, oops, trying to get my stuff situated here. All right. So, here what we're gonna do. I'm gonna disable the waiting room, and then if you guys want to, um, you guys can introduce yourself. That'd be awesome. I want to know what you kind of want out of this community. And we do have people watching on my YouTube channel, so you are being streamed. And if you are not okay with that, well, I just wanted to let you guys know that you are being streamed. And um, Yeah, that way people can see it later because we got a lot of people all over the world. We have at least 15 time zones or whatever. But yeah, we have a very small Zoom crowd today, but I'm sure more people will come in as the emails start going out. Let's check. So yeah, anybody in Zoom want to introduce themselves? You can go ahead and unmute. You don't need to raise your hand. I'm just going to quickly check chat while y'all are unmuting. If you don't want to, that's all right as well. Okay, we have no YouTube chats. Okay. So, let's I know that a couple of you guys are like computer science students or things like that. So thank you for being here. And again, we do this every Tuesday and we like helping people learn to code, but also learning how to use AI if that's what they so choose. I'm not against AI, and because I feel like it's definitely a great tool and I use it every day, all day. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't use AI. What I'm saying is that you should learn how to code, right? And then you can use AI even better because you'll know what to ask. Okay, so that is my stance on that. So now I'm going to go ahead and does anybody have any questions from either the audience in Zoom or the YouTube chat? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about my migration here. Okay, there's just a chicken chat. So I have been using Heroku for the longest time. Okay. Probably about, I don't know, at least 5 years. And I love Heroku. Okay, I absolutely love Heroku. If you don't know what Heroku is, y'all, it's a platform as a service or a PaaS, PaaS. And what it allows you to do is help deploy your web applications to the cloud. And the reason that's helpful is that way you don't have to set up your own server or other things. And it helps scale. So if your website gets famous overnight, you're not going to be worried about is your server going to crash. Okay. Well, Heroku was the best for a while until they got rid of their free tier. And ever since then, I've just kind of stuck with Heroku because I didn't know anything else. Well, this week it kind of went to a boiling point because I have three apps. Sorry, the company that I work for has three apps, and it costs us $20 on Heroku. And the thing is that the apps were not getting much traffic. So I'm like, there has to be another way. So, of course, I posted everything I wanted to on social media. I'm like, what do you guys recommend? I've heard of these other companies. Somebody told me don't go with this other one because it's, the support's bad. I'm like, well, good to know. And then somebody told me who actually worked at the other company that they were good. And of course, I had multiple recommendations. So, um, I went ahead and I did that. I am now having our web apps on something called Railway. If you're not sure what Railway is, it's another PaaS platform. It's gained a lot of popularity over the last how many ever years. And I really like it because you have a free trial and a limited free plan, although really a lot of the features are either on their hobby plan, which is like for a solo developer, very small apps, which is $5 a month. And they also have a pro plan for teams, which is 20 a month. Now, I am not sponsored by Railway. I am not paid to even talk about them. This is just my experience as a solo, well, not solo dev, but working in a very small startup of 3 or 4 people. Okay. So I am not being sponsored, so don't think that I'm just, being paid. Nope, I'm not. So long story short, I really like Railway. And now here's a question to the community. Um, how do you guys deploy your web applications? Maybe you have never done that yet. So how do you guys deploy? I want to hear from either the Zoom or the YouTube. Let's see, let me go to check my chats. If you don't, that's cool too. But I'm sure that, let's see. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now real quick is I'm going to post this real quick. Um so does anybody have any questions at all about any of this stuff? I know it's kind of a small group today. But yeah, Railway is definitely good. I really like it. It definitely is pretty affordable, and I'm on the free trial, which is either if you spend $5 of credit or it's 30 days, whatever comes first. So check them out. But yeah, what kind of questions do y'all have? And the way that this works is everybody can just ask questions and you can be able to, get answers. Of course, we're a very small group today, but that's kind of what we're doing. So let's see if we have any chats real quick. Nope. Okay. So let me, yeah, I'm just curious what everybody else thinks. So another thing to think about here is, of course, the scale, right? And we, for our databases, we use Neon, Neon. It's a serverless database, so we don't have to worry about dealing with crazy different like queries and things. We could just have it managed for us. And there's a free plan that will allow you to have 20 database projects, which is insane. Again, I'm not being paid, but these are all the tips that I like to share with people so that they can be able to understand how to do this, right? How to, how to make applications. So that's kind of something like that here. Let's see if I can. Let me check the chats. But yeah, any questions, y'all? Um, okay. We also have other things as well. Like we use for our like web apps, we either use Next.js with React and Tailwind, or we use Vapor with Swift, which is an interesting way to make web apps. And that might be a whole thing eventually we might do. So yeah, what else are you guys thinking? Let's see, chat. Pretty quiet Tuesday today, which is okay. And other things that are definitely needed, of course, for making these kind of web apps are having the storage. So if you've got media or whatever, and what we typically do is we use DigitalOcean, and we have a S3 bucket. Now an S3 bucket is like a storage bucket, and S3 was created by Amazon, but it's kind of like a standard. And so we were able to create a bucket basically through DigitalOcean, which is a provider, and it's $5 for every 250 gigs. And we have our server backups there. We have our media for our web apps there. So DigitalOcean is a great place to store like media or other things that need to be stored, not on the server. So I recommend DigitalOcean Spaces, it's called, and that's how we make our like media storage. Okay, so that is how we do that, and yeah, that's kind of how we handle that. Any questions? Let's see what I can come up with here. There we go. Okay. The other thing is that we also have like a lot of our stuff is actually mobile apps. Because that's what we actually specialize in. So, but yeah, and if you guys do register or you guys do come in, I just saw a couple more. You guys can join right now. It's not locked. Okay, so I'm just getting some administrative stuff out of the way. But thank you guys for being here. Yeah. What questions do you guys have? Even if it's the most basic of things. If you don't, I'm gonna keep talking about some things. Personally, people ask me what do I want to learn this year. I want to learn more about mobile application development. I just started learning about that last year. We're actually hosting a free mobile development class through Techopolis. And we're also doing a lot of cool apps. We have some very cool apps, but this is not to talk about Techopolis. However, we will have a presentation once a month to talk about different things that we're doing or things I want to show off. Okay, so yeah. What other questions do you guys have? Let's see. And if you guys need help with anything related to this community, you guys can email me. So it's taylor@techopolis.app. So we just have new email addresses because we're actually now Techopolis LLC. We used to be Techopolis Online Solutions LLC. So yeah, lots stuff going on. Um, and yeah, thank you all for being here. Um, let's see. Thank you, thank you. So, other questions. Let's see what else I have in social media here. Let's see. So we talked about last week how to install Python, right? So I'm not gonna go over that again. But we have the YouTube recording for last week in here. So that's something that you guys should look at. Also, if you want to know more, I've got a whole blog at my Substack where I do talk about a lot of coding things. So if you're like, man, I can't wait until, after like Learn to Code Tuesdays and I want to know how to do something, this YouTube channel where you're watching this or where you're, seeing like on a Zoom, I have a lot of tutorials. I'm going to be streaming more. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I am definitely excited to keep moving forward. And I want to see what other things you guys have to offer. So let's see. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm going to talk about a question that was just submitted through my email. You guys could do that as well. The question is, how do I make my website accessible? So as you guys know, I am blind and I do accessibility as part of my job. Now, making your website accessible has a lot of different multifaceted parts. But what I would say is first, Um, make sure that your images have alternative text, right? So what that means is it will say alt equals quote quote if it's decorative. So like if it's something that you're showing like as a background image, screen reader users don't need to have that. So you want to have your make where it says like, for example, if you have a let's say I have a picture of a Zoom meeting, people learning to code. I wouldn't want to just say Zoom meeting, right, as an alternative text description. The alt text is the description that is in the app, right? That the description that screen readers will read. So I could, for example, say instead a a meeting with a bunch of people learning to code. The presenter sharing screen, blah. Like it doesn't need to be too long, but you want to understand what the user is doing if they can't see it, right? I want to be able to understand it. So, never use a picture of or image of that just add extra verbosity. So things like that for alternative text. There's a whole like websites on it. And there's even AI that helps generate it. So there's also making sure that there are headings. So whenever you're talking about headings, headings are like what separates sections. So a lot of developers will use headings to make bold emphasis. However, headings are actually semantically used for screen readers because I can't just see and scroll the page. So I need to be able to actually like understand what's going on. And in order to do that, I need to be able to use headings because I can't really get around most other ways, right? So I can just press H or whatever, and I'd be able to just get around. And H lets me skip to different headings, right? So you know how with your eyes you guys can skip to different pages or parts. That's kind of what I could do with my screen reader through headings. So there's also table stuff and other things like that, making sure they're associated. I've got a whole blog post on making stuff accessible, but hopefully this was a good start. Of course, I don't know what you're trying to do, so having that knowledge would help. But hopefully that was helpful for you, and I hope that you have a good day. Okay, so now let me see what other things I have. Um, let me see. And again, if anybody has any questions in Zoom or chat, you guys can ask me. All right. So we do have some more YouTube watchers. If you guys want to watch on Zoom, you guys can. I will be putting the registration link so you guys can watch on Zoom. And welcome, welcome. So we are getting new participants, and so we're definitely having an interesting session today. We've already talked about deployment of your web apps and other things and accessibility. So what are you guys wanting to do with your learning now or your coding knowledge rather? What are you guys working on? Projects or I know I'm working on way too many projects, but let's see. Lauren, I know you're working on learning still, right? I think you're doing a pretty good job of learning to code. I'm very excited about that. You definitely made more progress. Lauren is actually one of the students that last year, a couple of years ago, we did a Python class through one of the blindness organizations. And Lauren was in that class. And I just mentioned that because, whenever you start learning to code, it can be an uphill battle, but eventually you'll get there. And so that's why I wanted to mention that. Like, people can make good progress and people learn at their own pace. So, very excited. Thank you, Lauren, and everybody else who is here. So, let me see. YouTube chat. Do you guys have questions? Um, but yeah, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm very excited. This is only the second week of Learn to Code Tuesdays, so you guys really didn't miss much. Today is just kind of a getting to know of thing, and last week was our official first week. So yeah. That's kind of what we're doing. But I want to know what you guys are wanting to learn because I've been talking all this time. What are you guys interested in? And if you guys can't talk, that is okay. I just always like to get input from the community, or if you want to say it on Mastodon or other places, you guys can also say it on social media. We have a hashtag Learn to Code Tuesday, so if you want to put stuff in there, that's awesome. So, yeah, what do you guys want to learn? Okay. Oops, hello.
Hi, Taylor. This is Lauren. Hi. Thanks for
Hey,
that.
Lauren.
Hi. I'm still trying to understand Python, but I'm also trying to understand HTML, and I understand that there's a Q&A tonight that I'm going to attend.
I think there is. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. What kind of
Yes.
questions do you have now, though? Because, this is also kind of a Q&A in a sense. So what kind of questions do you have? Let's start a discussion on HTML.
Well, I don't even know where to begin because I'm still trying to understand. There's a lot of it's visual, like a lot of it's like styling with CSS, and a lot of it's and what's the markdown? I mean, maybe we should start with that because I mean, we're just jumping right into HTML. I mean, what was that part of the course geared
Yeah,
towards? The last
so
year I didn't attend because I just said, Python was way too complicated. I didn't want to just go in and then start floundering again. So that's why I just said, I'm gonna put it on hold. But
yeah, that's a good question.
so,
So HTML or Markdown. Markdown is kind of like an HTML based language, but it's actually a lot easier to write, and it's used
it's
on GitHub.
what was the first thing you said? I'm sorry.
It's kind of like an HTML based language without all of the tags.
Oh, without the text.
Yeah, so for example, you do like a number sign for a number sign space
Yes,
for a
that I
heading.
remember. That I know.
Yep. And so you don't have to do less H1 grade. Like it's very easy to write. So I use it, for example, of course, on github.com when I'm updating documentation. I use it when I'm taking notes very fast and I'm trying to keep up because Markdown can be easier to write than finding the heading button in Word. I use it for, oh, I don't know, writing technical SOPs. If you don't know what that is, if you're not in the business world, it's standard operating procedures. Um, I use it for a lot of different things. I even make diagrams with Markdown, which you can do.
Diagrams. Well, and what's SLP? I'm sorry. Say it again, please.
The what?
SLP?
Oh, SOP.
SOP.
Yeah, it's a standard operating procedure. It's for
Ah,
business. But yeah, I make diagrams. So for example, I can make flowcharts with something called Mermaid. It's like a markdown like extension type thing. I'm not very good at it, but I have AI help me with it.
part of
I'm
it.
still learning it. And the reason I do that is in case my sighted teammates, or well, my almost sighted teammate, wants to be able to see kind of the flow and structure of things, or if I need to show it to I would make a flow chart.
Oh,
So Markdown is extremely powerful.
interesting. I would listen to the first presentations of HTML and also listen to the Visual Studio Code workshops that you guys did in the
Yeah,
summer.
y'all should listen to those. And yeah, oh, that's another question I've gotten on social media. Am I doing my yearly VS Code tutorial? Yes, I am, but I'm also going to add something else in there. I don't know if y'all have been, but I've been a huge fan of Claude Code, which is another kind of AI coding terminal app. And for those who are blind like myself, it has some accessibility challenges. So I might also do a tutorial about that. I might do a presentation one day. But I definitely like Claude Code. I do use Copilot very rarely now because Claude Code is a lot better. But again, in order to actually take advantage of these AI things, you need to, kind of know what you're talking about. However, AI can be a great coach. It can help you learn some of these techniques There is a free thing, well, not fully free, but a thing that you can get with your Google account. It's called Notebook LM. And what it
Yes, I've
allows you
heard
to
about
do is
that.
put stuff in there. Lauren, this might be helpful for you. You could put stuff in
Sorry?
there. I said this may be helpful for you, especially and others who are learning.
Well,
You
thank
put
you.
yeah, you put stuff in there. So like, I don't know, free code camp or even things from the presentations for bits or other orgs. And then you have it make a like it will make a podcast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like I might demonstrate it in a minute. It will make a podcast. I also have a prompt because you can actually make a video, but I also have a prompt where it will actually read out the entire code. So like it won't just say like let's say like it will say the whole thing. It'll say like less space H or less HTML greater,
Greater
right? It
than,
will
right?
actually read that. It will actually read that if you use my customization prompt.
That's the extent of what I know about HTML. Less exclamation dash dash HTML, whatever, a greater than sign. That's the extent that I know. Doc type, but that's the
Yes,
that's the
but
ex, the extent that I know.
this would help you, and you could also jump in with the hosts in like an interactive podcast style, and you can be able to like ask them questions, and you can kind of learn at your own pace with the help of AI.
It help did you say AI? Well,
You can learn with the help of AI because you're
a
like if
help
it
of.
yeah, if it's talking about something you're like I don't know what this is, you could jump into their podcast session and you can ask them.
This is which podcast? This is a Notebook LM. Which one?
Yeah, so in Notebook LM you can make podcasts based on the material you upload.
Oh, I see. So what podcast session would you upload to do that? You mentioned a
So if let's say for example, I
curious.
was to upload a recording of the VS Code session and maybe an HTML class, I
Right.
could then ask the Notebook LM to make a podcast, and then once it's talking, I could actually talk to it interactively, and I can ask it questions.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it can also make quizzes and flashcards. So if you're stuck on different things, you can get quizzed on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Notebook LM is great for any. I use it all the time.
I know Freedom Scientific just did.
Notebooklm.google.com.
I know Freedom Scientific just did a workshop on that on using Notebook LM with JAWS,
They did.
but I don't
They
know if
did.
they interesting. Well, thank you. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Notebook LM is amazing, and I've got a whole Substack post about it. So, um, yeah,
Oh, okay. Thank
I'll
you. And
put
I'm
that in
just
the group
curious too.
chat.
I'm also want to ask: is Takapolis is it doing any Python courses the way it was, or is it?
Um, we are thinking about it. We have had some organizational structure shifts.
Uh-huh.
So I can't really say right now. Michael and I are thinking about it right now. Of course, I'm writing my book and everything else, so we don't know exactly if that might happen. But I have to ask Michael. I can't say one way or other.
Okay. Well, because I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind learning more basic Python and more Python again.
We might do like a self-paced course. That might be happening. We're not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't say one way or other just because of everything going on.
All right. It's too bad about the advanced one. I was hoping I'd give that a try again. But if it's advanced, then you need to know more. Then if I need to know more than I already know, then
Yeah, you know what? That, like I said, you'll get there eventually. Well, we might do a basic Python. It just might not be a group class. We'll see. Um, but I don't know it'll be anytime soon. We'll have to see.
see, and what this is doing is way advanced. Like people have to really have more knowledge, right? It's
Oh
kind
yes.
of that's what I'm saying. It's too bad, you know. I wanted to give it at least give it another try. All right.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. There's my post.
Well, I'm unmuted. I don't want Jaws to read it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds good. All
Yeah. Well,
right.
thanks for your help.
Welcome. See, this is
Thank
why
you.
we have this, right? To get resources and to understand. And I may demonstrate some of these things eventually. Um, but anybody else have any questions? Let's see, do I have anything else? Yeah, what does everybody else think? Have you guys used Notebook LM for anything? If you guys have, let me know. I just kind of want to get y'all's feedback. What do you guys think? Or what do you want to learn? You know, I'm always curious to see what y'all want to learn. Um, so let's see. Okay. Oh, do I hear somebody trying to talk? I wasn't sure if Zoom was saying something. I wanted to make sure I didn't cut anybody off. Maybe not. Okay, let's do this now. Let me. So, does anybody have any questions or things that they want to know? So, let me check Facebook quick. Social media rather. Um, but yeah, thank you all for being here and registering. Um, so let's see what else. Hmm. I'm just looking at the Facebook or all the posts. See if I have any more comments. Let me check. Okay, so here we go. I have one more. Let's see. All right, so here we go. So how would you guys like this to be more helpful for you? Right? Like what kind of things are you guys looking for?
Hi. Tell us, Lauren. Um, in general, can you just speak louder? I'm hard of hearing.
Okay,
Maybe I could
I'm
put
sorry.
maybe that's all
Um,
right. Maybe I could just put up my volume too. But
yeah,
will you
I
just
didn't
be
want to speak
helpful?
too loud.
Right.
Just because people in the other room are having a meeting.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I have to be cognizant of that.
Say that
Um,
again, please.
I said I have to be cognizant of that, and I have
Right.
allergies, so my throat
Oh,
was
okay.
kind of little sore. So I'll do
Oh
my
boy. All
best.
right. All right.
If you all know, Cedar
Thank you.
fever is going around Texas right now, and
Oh.
it's definitely it's wreaking havoc. I took allergy medicine, but it's not making it any better. So yeah, that's my life. Allergies and code, I swear.
Oh.
Okay, any questions about um any questions? I think social media has definitely nope, I don't see anything. Okay. So yeah, Notebook LM is definitely something I would check out. I would also even check out Free Code Camp. Lauren, have you done that?
I've checked them out, but I haven't really gone onto the tutorials. I haven't really been able to get onto like any accessible tutorials or anything like that.
Free Code Camp is fully accessible.
Ah,
And I
great.
actually, yeah, I interviewed the founder last year on this channel.
Oh, that's great. So
Um, yeah.
that's great. So all I have to do is because so to get to study from them, get to just to get the tutorials and
Yep, there's a learning path. I'll send you the link. Let's see, I'll just put it in chat. Hmm.
learning. Say that again, please.
I'm putting it in the chat.
I'm not so good about retrieving things from the chat, but so what's so it's a link. So the link to
Yeah, or it's
there.
freecodecamp.org.
Right. And then all I have to do is get to the tutorials and
Yes.
lo to search for what I want to learn on. All right, I'll try them out. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Thank you. Is there other?
once I can actually, here we go.
Okay. Thank you.
All
I'll check
right.
it out.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
That's great.
Any other questions from the group here? I kind of spelled today. Um, I was up till like, what was it, 1 in the morning trying to get my web apps finally deployed. It was a long night last night. So, yeah. Any questions? Let's see, I think, okay, I don't know, that's not a question, that's just spam. And the amount of spam I'm getting on social media is a little insane. All right. So I think, um, okay. So I have let's see, hold on. Hmm. Okay. So I was going to do a presentation, but that did not work out like I wanted to. So what I'm going to actually do instead is I'm going to talk about something that I've been using a lot that can help with coding or any tasks. Google Chrome has Claude integration now. So if you have a Claude account, you have to have paid. So $20, 100 or 200. So if you've got the $20 plan, let's say, and you want to access something on Google Chrome, but let's say it's not accessible or you just don't have enough time and you need to be able to have something that helps you, like sending these Learn to Code Tuesday emails. I didn't have enough time to do it. So I had Claude help me. Claude has an extension that you can actually use. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to be able to subscribe or it allows you to be able to open Claude in Chrome and be able to chat with it and then be able to get it to help you do things on websites. It can help fill out forms. Obviously, it can help pay for things, so post social media posts, look at trends and analytics, help you, add things. Let's say if you're using Firebase, like I am, it helps me do all of that. And I like Claude for Chrome because it really helps me to be more productive. So all I do is I log into my account and then I go ahead and I go to Claude dot or Claude.com, I think. And then I find the Chrome extension in my account, I install it, and then I can then log into my account. So those are some of the things there. I'm not gonna fully demonstrate it because all my stuff is in there and I don't want to show anything that I shouldn't. So Claude for Chrome, it's really cool. I may eventually do a live stream on it. Um, but I was not prepared to do that right now. Um, but yeah. Any questions about anything, y'all? You guys have anything else? Oh, interesting. I got a chat message. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Welcome to Tikaram. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome to Learn to Code Tuesdays. I hope you are having a great day. This is kind of a smaller crowd today. Sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's smaller. And we're just getting started with like this whole series. So it might take a few weeks, but we did this last year with a different group. It was pretty straightforward. But yeah, welcome to the group here. And let me know. I know that you said I think you were like a computer science student or something. So let me know if you have any questions or like what are you studying to do? Do you want to do AI or what kind of career do you want to have after school? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really curious.
Yeah, so hi Taylor, my name is Tikaram. You have spelled correctly, and
Oh,
I am
good.
from India. Okay, and right now I have done internship in Kolar, India. I think it is a American-based company also, IoT-based, and I was working as a DevSecOps means and even also I have done work over there APIM developer and earlier you have mentioned about the web apps. Yeah, so I have deployed applications even for somebody else and even for myself, and I have used Fast API and web apps, and Cosmos DB also I have used for that, and Azure in-case for caching, and also I have learned like AI, ML, DL, then GANs, and I am totally visual impaired. And also right now I am also learn TypeScript because also some to do automation. That's why I'm learning the TypeScript. And recently I am facing a problem. Somebody told me to make a website for him in WordPress. So I thought maybe also I have installed plugins like Elementor or
Oh,
Stars or
no, no,
something.
no. Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
so
say you're blind? I couldn't hear.
yeah, I'm totally blind.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So no,
Yeah.
for that's awesome. First of all, I would not use Elementor. It's not accessible.
Hmm.
Um, I would actually use something like Generate Press. I like that
Okay.
theme. And then I would probably get different like pack extensions and things for it. Um,
Hmm.
but I would not use Elementor at all. I don't know if you've heard of BITS, Blind Information Technology Solutions now. I almost screwed that up. And they offer like WordPress classes, HTML classes, and a bunch of other things. And they also do have a big coding community. That's where a lot of us are actually from. They have a whole BITS development list that I moderate, and it is $20 a year USD. I don't know exactly what that'd be there, but why I mentioned it, you may be able to get a student membership for $10 if you could verify your class schedule. Um, why I mentioned that is that might help you be able to like learn WordPress more because like I know WordPress, but I don't
Hmm.
teach it anymore. I used to, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm only an iOS developer now, so.
I have seen your videos. Even I'm following since long time to you, even LinkedIn and everything. And what did I do? And finally, I have installed BPS. I have purchased a BPS through Hostinger, and
Okay.
in backend, yeah. And I have used Next.js with UI for UI. I have used Chakra. Chakra is very good accessible. It has a very good accessibility. Even Matter for UI also good, but I have used Chakra, and Node.js I have used, and Express for backend, and I have used that one MongoDB for the database, and I have given to him. And you even this beginning of this discussion, you have mentioned like a Neo4j. So that is a graphic database. Also, I have used one time. I have created one kind of application. That time I have used Neo4j. And even in Azure, I have used Gremlin. Gremlin is also a database like the same Neo4j. So web apps, even AWS and Azure, both I have used, but not too much deep into in AWS. But right now I'm working in Azure.
Okay, yeah, we're mainly in
Yeah.
AWS, Google. Well, mainly the company I work for. You probably know a little bit about where I work, don't you? Techopolis, because you've been following me for a
Yes.
long time.
Yeah. That website I know about that.
Yeah, so mainly we work in well, iOS development, obviously, and AI. We
Mhm.
do a lot with on-device AI. And we do a lot with um Neon, of course, and we use Next.js and Postgres, and we are deploying on Railway. I made a bug tracker for our company this weekend, y'all. And I made it with Claude Code because I know how to code, but I just need to get it done. And of course, I know what questions to ask. So what it does is it takes all of our apps from App Store Connect, it syncs them, and then if there are test flight issues, it will pull them in. And so that's why we'll have all of our bugs in one place for the org.
Yeah, PostgreSQL that I also have used, but it has a many accessibility issues. I wasn't able to create a database even in PostgreSQL. So
Oh yeah.
alternative I use then MySQL for data structure language, and for documents database if I have to store, then I use most of the time right now I'm storing in Azure. So I think it has a good. So always I'm using Cosmos, otherwise Gremlin. So this kind of database I'm using.
Yeah, the only time I really create Postgres databases is in Neon, because Neon I
Mm.
can have different branches for like development and production. Neon is pretty accessible. They also have an MCP server, if you know what that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you using any AI tools?
AI tool, earlier I have used Cursor even, and right now I'm exploring that is developed by the Google Anti-Gravity. That is agentic
That
AI, I
one
think.
is a little weird for accessibility.
Yeah, but let's see, exploring now. And also you have mentioned about Notebook LM. Also, I have used it. One time what I did, so I have created a video and I have shared through Notebook LM. And I created a video through Notebook LM and he explained properly. But suppose that somebody is writing something on the board. So it is possible that Google Notebook LM can explain. So what the person is writing on the board or something.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of that, I don't know. Do you follow my Substack?
Uh, Maybe I forgot, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a
but
post on there about how
yeah,
I
but
make Notebook LM work.
always I'm following to you, even in LinkedIn and any post whenever you send, always I read it. But
Awesome.
maybe I have missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, my Substack. I also post my stuff on LinkedIn and X and Mastodon and Facebook.
Hmm.
I'm all over the place.
Yes.
I like to inform people and talk about different things. I really like it. So that like, how are you finding college since you're a student, right? Are you like at a university?
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I'm coming from the arts background, not from computer science. So I am very eager to learn I'm passionate about the computer. So I have using, in India, many schools, colleges now are not providing, computer science or BTech or any kind of degree for the visually impaired. So I have done arts, but I have learned many things. Even for 2 years, I have learned that one I told you, AI, ML, and agentic AI, even generative AI. So those were the difficult for me because I don't know much about the mathematics, but I have tried slowly, and I am able to understand. Not I'm able to understand write the code from the scratch, but I can understand the workflow, what is happening. So
Yeah,
sometimes
there's
I'm taking, yeah,
a good
yeah,
book about that. It's the 100-page machine learning book.
yeah. So one is also right now I'm learning that book, Deep Learning, that is written by it is a very advanced book, I think, written by the founder of the GANs. Uh, I'm missing his name. So that is a very good book. Slowly, when I get the time, then I am reading that one. Or if you
Yeah,
can,
that's
if you
good.
suggest me, that would be awesome for me.
Yeah, I suggest the 100-page machine learning book. I learned that you can get it on LeanPub.
Oh, I have also that one, 100 books. Even I got the PDF, okay, and I have converted into the docs. Because when I in Bookshare, I tried to find it, 100 books, I couldn't find it in Bookshare.
No, it's not there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then, of course, we do on-device AI. So I don't know, like we have a bunch of apps in the store. We have our Perspective Intelligence app.
Yeah, yesterday before I have installed, but I'm using iOS 15. It was not working in my device. It was
No, you have to
it's
have
a,
iOS 26
oh yeah.
because of we're using the new Apple Foundation models, but we may have a
Yes.
solution for you coming up soon. So hold on, just wait. The
Okay,
team is
thank you.
discussing it, but we have new vision features that are cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other
So,
questions?
basically, what about that application which you have developed that? So what we can learn through that? It is a AI application, right?
The Perspective Intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on-device AI, and what you can do with it, you can chat with it. It uses the new models that Apple has made in 2026, well,
Mm,
2025 for the foundation models, and they're
yes.
in iPhone 15 Pro and above, and Mac like M series and above, and things like that. The reason they're so cool is because they're built into your device. So there's no extra downloads. And what you can do with
Mhm.
it, you can do a lot. You can chat, you can get the weather, you can even get the locations of different places in your city. It will use your location. You can ask about your contacts, your reminders. You can ask about your calendar events. You can also use vision features. So there's a new vision tab coming out in 1.4. So it's going to be coming out very soon. And you'll be able to ask it
Mm.
like have it recognize scenes and things. So like if you take a picture of you doing something, it could like describe it like seeing AI. And it has a short text like seeing AI, but it's on your device.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so I did remember that one. Which book I am reading now? Deep Learning. That is the Ian Goodfellow. I think
Oh
writer is
yeah.
the Ian Goodfellow. Yes. So that one I'm learning now. Help with one of my teacher. He has done PhD in uh, machine learning. So he's guiding me sometimes. Even in my working time. So also when I get the free, then I'm learning more things.
So are you going to school in India for computer science or are you going here in the US?
No, everything I have done in India. Even right now I'm in India, and I haven't done computer science. I am a student of arts, Bachelor of Arts.
Okay.
Yeah, but lots of things I have learned on myself at the home, sitting at the home, never in at the college. Taking help from the online, taking help from my friends. So mathematics, all those things I have learned through my friends and teachers.
Yep. And well,
Yeah.
the thing is that I'm all self-taught and so is Michael, my boss.
Yeah, and last year I have appointed in Kolar, India, for the DevOps company, and I have learned there how to use OpenShift and Linux basic. I know how to create a user, and also Nginx I have used and
Oh yeah,
OpenShift.
me too.
Then Yeah, and there we were using Bitbucket for automation. There is no another like GitHub or something, but they are using Bitbucket.
Oh yeah, Bitbucket is, yep, I've heard of Bitbucket.
And in the beginning time, they were giving me a small tasks to do automation, and the codes are written in TypeScript or so no, there is no even I told them. So I have learned Python, but in that company they told me, so no, Python is not now. You have to learn the TypeScript. So JavaScript already I know when I was earning earliest when I was learning the accessibility. Also, I have learned the accessibility even TTC also I have done 2-3 years ago. TTC and DeQ, many things also I have learned how to make a accessible things. So also I have learned. Then I have learned the JavaScript, and recently I have learned the TypeScript.
That's really cool. Sounds like you've done a lot of cool things, and I'm glad you were. How'd you find my stuff through LinkedIn?
Uh, I have been following you, I think for 4 years or 5 years, since long time. Since long time I have been following, and I have got your stuff through the YouTube one time when I got that. Then I have subscribed you, and always whenever you send the videos, first I was following through the videos. Then slowly I have followed LinkedIn, and many your friends like Michael or some what their names, I forgot those names, but also I
Michael
have
Doise.
followed. Yeah, so I have followed in LinkedIn,
He's my
even
boss.
yeah, and even in GitHub, and so I have followed the social network, and always I read all yours posted what you post in LinkedIn through those,
Do
and I
you
have learned
follow
many,
the
and I have
company's
learned
LinkedIn
many
too?
things from you as well. I have learned many things from you
Well,
as
I'm
well.
very happy. We really
Yeah.
try. Like I've learned so much about iOS development in the last year because like we're making different apps like that can transcribe things and like almost be like what those pins are, the plods or the things. So we've got some cool releases coming.
Yeah, and you have recently you have mentioned about the S3 bucket, AWS, but also have used in, but right now we use in Azure, that is blob storage, then table storage, queue storage. So these are we are using most of the time. Blob storage we are using most of the time
Yeah, it
because
sounds
it
like
is
you
a
guys
little
are
bit
mostly using
cheaply.
Azure.
Yes, cheaply little bit. Okay, so
Yeah,
thank
that's
you. First time I have talked to you, and nice to talk to you. And
Yeah, nice to talk to you.
yeah,
I think it's getting pretty quiet, so we might give people an hour back of their day. I'm gonna maybe who knows, maybe take a nap. I'm kidding, I won't do that, but thank you guys so much for being here.
oh yeah.
Have a good day.